My history started before slavery times, before they used to enslave minds. Then everybody wanted to move from south to north. They was looking at freedom like it was a sport. And I resort to these rhymes because in these days and times I can't express my mind in a normal society structure. Ain't that a motherfucker? Well listen busters, I never been a sucker, and I ain't wanna lose out, so I'm going for my wealth with big clout. You can see my self-esteem is bigger than this whole world. It's not a dream, it's reality, cause I manifest things. My thoughts travel faster than light, so when I write, I just like to ignite the page, blow it up in a sunlight blaze. We went from hung out back to Supreme Court, from Alabama to New York. We went from wanting cash to gleaning forks, from Alabama to New York. We went from writing books to owning stores, from Alabama to New York. We went from Mobile to Long Island shores, from Alabama to New York. A lot of us wonder what's happening in schools, and I'd be damned if I sit in a desk like a fool. I use the tool, which is my mental, and I think myself over instrumentals. The greatest part is I'm recording my life, so I can leave it behind me, everything I write. All the insights I had about my life is like the mystery and the great light that shines beneath the lurking men who tried to understand how to hurt friends. It's all kinds of depicted ways that goes into the scriptures and in the old days. But we can't contain all this information in these days and times. Too many computers, too many lines, too many words, and too much texting. We went from hung out back to Supreme Court, from Alabama to New York. We went from wanting cash to gleaning forks, from Alabama to New York. We went from writing books to owning stores, from Alabama to New York. We went from Mobile to Long Island shores, from Alabama to New York. Is New Orleans the example of the last days? So many things happen in fast ways. All the hurricanes, all the oil spill in the ocean, and we can't rub it in like lotion. It's no notion that comes that we destroying mankind, and we got no funds to resurrect all the resources we lost. We gotta think abundance at any cost. If mind is creative and man is native to the earth, we all shouldn't be so sedated, so sleep to the things of the beast, trying to get us down, trap us to the streets, lock us in prison so we all die. And I'm asking the question, should we all die? Should we all fry? And why? It makes no sense, we gotta live and rise. We went from hung out back to Supreme Court, from Alabama to New York. We went from wanting cash to gleaning forks, from Alabama to New York. We went from writing books to owning stores, from Alabama to New York. We went from Mobile to Long Island shores, from Alabama to New York.